Christmas is supposed to feel magical, right? A beautiful, festive time of year. But when you are on a fertility journey and you have not conceived your baby by Christmas, this time of year can actually shine a light on what isn't happening in your life. If Christmas time feels a little heavy for you because you haven't conceived your baby, then you're not alone. And in today's video, I'm going to shine some light back onto your heart and back into your soul on this fertility journey you are traversing. Welcome, future Mama Bear. My name is Belle. I am a spirit baby medium and conscious conception guide. Today we're going to talk about the grief that you can feel around the holiday season when you do not have your baby, and more importantly, how to shine light back into your heart and your soul. In all of my one-to-one sessions and the clients that I work with, this time of year can feel very heavy for a future mama bear who is not yet conceived. So let's take a breath and breathe in this together and bring light back into your heart in this festive season. The festive season highlights what you do not have. You see prams everywhere, you hear pregnancy announcements, you see mothers and fathers shopping, trolleys piled high with Christmas gifts, and it's a really difficult time for those navigating the fertility journey. Every Christmas scene you witness, every holiday scene you see, such as a mother walking, pushing a pram, a mother shopping for baby clothes, it can be a very small sting or a very small punch in the gut. Not because you envy others, but because there's a longing for you to have what they have. And the contrast between what you envisioned you would have potentially at the beginning of the year, I'll have my baby, my big round belly, versus not having your baby, walking through the malls and seeing these small little visions that are reminders of what you don't have. The contrast in these two realities is where the grief sits. What you thought you'd have versus what you have. And this is a very real grief that very, very few people understand or know about. It's a grief you carry silently, and sometimes you can't even share it with others. It's the grief that moves all the way into your cells and your bones, and it can feel like a very isolating time of year. But you are not alone, and I'm going to shine some light in your heart, how to expand out of this grief and how to move into a place of knowing and enjoying the festive season and knowing that your baby will come in 2026. So I want to name something clearly. This video isn't about glossing over pain. It's not about glossing over the grief that is very real and that you feel. It is completely okay to name it and to welcome it. And if you've got a very few trusted confidants that you can share this grief with, it helps to be seen and heard by a beautiful friend. Holiday grief around not conceiving your baby by Christmas time is real. I lived it in every cell of my being. For 8 whole years, I waited for my baby. I watched woman after woman announce her pregnancy. I watched friends have 1, 2, 3, even 4 babies in the time that I was waiting for my one. Just thinking about that time is bringing tears to my eyes. So I feel it. I know it. And I'm certainly not glossing over this because it's real. But it doesn't have to be this way. Your baby will come, I know, in every cell of my being. So I'm going to share with you the things that helped me during my 8-year wait. 8 Christmases of hoping, dreaming that this would be my year. And eventually, after 8 whole years, my beautiful baby boy, he arrived exactly 5 weeks before Christmas. You don't have to wallow in this grief. You don't have to drown in it. Yes, we acknowledge it. Yes, we even welcome it. But we don't allow ourselves to drown in it. So what do we do instead at Christmas time, in the holiday season, when we're seeing everyone else have their baby? We shift the lens. We shift our focus towards the future. The past has already happened. We cannot change it. The present is happening right now, so we become present and we shift our lens. How can I support myself so that my nervous system feels held? Grief sits inside the fascia of the physical body. So how can I move today to allow myself to feel this grief? Your body is very intelligent. It's very smart. Ask your body, how can I move so that I can feel this grief? How does my body want to move? Your body knows exactly the way that it wants and needs to move to release this grief. How can I support my nervous system? How can I include my baby into these celebrations? When I was trying to conceive my son, and he wouldn't come at Christmas time, I went to the shop and I bought a tiny little baby cup, a little Christmas baby cup, and I sat it on the table at Christmas time with a little baby plate, and I was making space energetically for my baby to land, my baby to arrive. And it might feel a little bit silly at first. Other people might even think you're strange, but who cares, right? You are energetically bringing your baby to you. This season right now, you don't have your baby, but how can you bring the energy of your baby to your life? What steps can you take and what can you do to make yourself feel closer to your baby? You could look through a book of baby names. You could go into a store and get up really close to the baby clothes. And I know that this could be confronting for some. It could be like, oh, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to feel the grief. But let me tell you something about grief. Once you get up right close to that grief, stand really close to it and breathe it in. It holds no power over you anymore. You cannot change the fact that your baby did not land in 2025, but you can change the energy and the story that you give to that. The fact that your baby didn't land in 2025 doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're never going to get pregnant unless you tell yourself that's what it means. You have the power to decide today, right now, what your baby not landing in 2025 means. You have the power to say, 2026 is a better year for my baby. 2026 feels more expanded. 2026 is the year that my baby has chosen. You get to decide what it means that your baby didn't land in 2025. The decisions you make today shape your reality of the future. This is where your power lives. And now let's expand your awareness into your spirit baby. Spirit babies come into your energetic aura long before they enter your womb. Your spirit baby is already here. Your spirit baby is already communicating with you. Of this, I am certain. If you've watched to this point in the video, I guarantee you your spirit baby is communicating with you. If you'd like to learn how to connect and communicate with your spirit baby, if you need a little more help on that journey, I do offer one-to-one sessions. I'll put the link in the description box below. But let me tell you some of the ways spirit babies communicate. Through a whisper, through a song on the radio, through stickers, through billboards, through just little knowings that you get inside of your physical body. Spirit babies get very creative. Is there a particular name that potentially you've chosen for your spirit baby and you keep seeing that name everywhere? This is what I mean by allowing your baby to come into your energetic field and opening your heart and your soul to the signs that are already there. Use this festive season as an opportunity to connect with the frequency of your baby in your physical aura. Because once the baby has connected with your aura, they connect with your heart and then your womb. And the baby must energetically connect with your womb before they can jump into your womb space. Now, connection with the womb can happen instantaneously at the time of conception, but in my experience, in more than 6,000 one-to-one sessions, it usually happens a few months before conception. So how do we build this connection with our baby? We start to begin to notice the signs. We become aware of the signs, and this increases the connection between you and your spirit baby. And here's a little secret about spirit babies and babies in general. If you are longing for a baby, there is a baby longing for you. Yearning is never a one-way street. So if you see a pregnant woman walking in the shops this Christmas and you feel that little longing in your soul, or that little, tug in the stomach because you don't yet have that, I would like you to shift the lens and lean into that longing and say to myself, it must mean that my baby is close to me. If I am longing for my baby, then he or she is longing for me. Use the longing or the ache that you don't yet have your baby as confirmation that your baby is coming. It's a little bit of a paradox, I know, but it's true. The longing is anticipation that your baby is coming. It's the confirmation of your baby coming. So the fact that you feel grief and heavy around the festive season that you don't have your baby is actually confirmation that your baby is here, around you, connected to you, and coming. So this holiday season, beautiful future mama bear, I want to leave you with this. You will become a mother. Your baby will land into your womb. You will get to hold your baby and celebrate many Christmases to come. May 2026 be the year that your beautiful baby lands in your womb. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you.